Hey everybody, what's going on? Recently that I've been taking the bike out, I've started noticing weirdness with the bike, and so I decided to open it up a little bit and see what's going on here. Well, when I took the torque converter off, I'm not too sure if you guys can see this. Do you see that oil? Yeah, it looks like my seal is going bad. Yeah. Yeah, see all that oil? Another thing that I noticed was, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, maybe you can. This area of the belt is real shiny. And there's other spots on the belt that's really shiny too. And it makes me wonder if the belt is getting old. And you see some cracking right there. See, sometimes when I get going or when I'm driving, I feel this skip. And I'm thinking it's because the belt is hitting the steel and it's not gripping good enough. So I think this belt is pretty much shot, and I don't know if I have any more. This belt number here that I have is 203594, and it's by Comet. Yeah. You see how there's a little bit of cracking in there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see my screen back here. You know, when you're outside and you got your phone and the sun is drowning out the whole dang screen. You can barely see what I'm trying to show you. Another thing that I noticed is recently my brake here has been leaking brake fluid all over the place. And I noticed it the other day when I took it out, and my pant leg was all nasty, and yeah, you can see it right there. It's leaking. Get the camera adjusted a little better. Yeah, I mean, I've had this same brake on this thing for ever since I built it, and it's all corroded. You know, the sun, I don't know what it is with these dang things, but the sun really messes these things up because they have this little lens that's in here that's on the opposite side here, and when that's sitting in the sunlight too long, this lens corrodes it. I don't know if it's infrared or UV light, makes the plastic real brittle, and then it breaks, cracks out of there. Now I do have a new one that I've had for a few years and was going to go on the Wastelander machine, but this one is brand new, and I'll probably be hooking that up right now, and I'm going to take some black tape or something and put it over that lens, so that way hopefully this thing will last a little longer. And yeah. Now, something that I've had a few people ask me about, I've been having some people ask me about how they are thinking about starting up a YouTube channel and putting builds on and doing stuff like that. One thing that comes to mind is that when you are setting up your videos on YouTube, one thing that you want to do, especially if you're showing parts and things that you're putting together, one thing that you want to do, and remember to do it, and it's kind of an extra pain in the butt to do, but is to make sure that if you're showing tires that you just bought, make sure you put a link down in the description where people can buy the same thing. The more information you put about stuff that you show in your videos, in your description of your videos, the better it is, because you're actually helping people out by showing links where they can go to get stuff. If they like the type of tires that you have, or they want a place to get an axle or whatever, make sure you be as specific as you possibly can. Don't just put a generalized URL in there. Oh, go to this website and look for axles. Go to this website and look for tires. Make sure you put in the specific link to the specific part that you have, because you're helping the people out a lot more when you're doing that. And when you're also out just watching videos and you see something cool that you want to know where they got it, look down in the description, because chances are they might have put it down there. But I do know that a lot of people are really bad about doing that. They'll show something, they'll talk about it. Oh, I got this on Amazon, and or I got it on eBay, and they never really show you any link where they got it. Even if the part is gone, or the listing is done, at least put the type of thing that you have, like tires. Like if you're talking about tires, put the size of the tire and what type of tire it is. And if you can't find it, if the bit is gone, then find it some other place, and so people can find it. Make sure you do that in your YouTube, in your descriptions of your videos, because it's also going to help you out. Because if you end up doing a video of something that's really cool and really awesome, then it might go viral or semi-viral. You might get a lot of views to it, and it's also going to alleviate you from having to answer all these dang emails coming in from people who want to know where you got this, where you got that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you do that. You put a lot of information and descriptions in your description on where you got stuff, where you get stuff at. Now, specifically, this brake that I have here has a master cylinder, and it's a left side. Okay, it's not a right side, it's a left side. And this brake, I must have got off. I must have got it off of eBay, and if I can find one, I'll put it down in the description of what I have here. It's a master cylinder, and it's got an auto lock on it, so I can squeeze it, push the button down, and it locks the brake. So yeah. Okay, well, I got it on there. I don't have it totally positioned exactly. I got it level right now because I'm going to put some DOT brake fluid .4. That's the stuff I put in these, in my brakes here. Okay, now I've taken the screws out of this master cylinder here, and I'll have to explain to you guys what I'm going to do because I can't show it to you. But I'm going to take this thing off, and you're going to see this little rubber piece right here. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fluid, I'm going to put the fluid in there, and then while the fluid is in there, I'm going to pull the brake a few times, click, 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 and it's going to cause those little holes way down inside there to take in the fluid. When I go to put this thing back on, I'm going to, you don't screw down one screw all the way tight. You want this to go evenly tight. So you'll tighten this down, then tighten this one down, then tighten this one. You go back and forth, and you slowly get the whole seal nice and good. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about being quarantined and being in your house and not being able to really go out, and everybody else is shutting down shop. You have no place to get your dang hair cut. Look at this mop, you guys. Have you ever seen my hair so dang long? Oh, man. Tell ya. When you do this gently and you look down into the holes, you'll see little air bubbles coming out, which is a good thing because you're getting all the air out of this cylinder's chamber right here. When I unscrewed this, I didn't let it flop down. I held it up and held it up here wrapped some wire around it, let it stay. So I should have no air in this line right now until I go to until I went to screw it on, and I can see all the little air bubbles coming out when I pump the cylinder. Okay, I can see down in there. Now watch when I tap this. See, I'm letting all the air out of the cylinders, out of that little cylinder that's underneath here. Okay, now I can feel tension on this, on the lever here, so I know I'm getting close. Yeah, okay. I think I got it all. Okay. Now I'm going to top this off just a little bit. I normally never fill up this cylinder all the way. The fullest I will ever get this cylinder is 3/4. I don't know why I do it, it just seems right. If that makes any sense. And now I'm going to put the seal on. Try not to cross thread it. Slightly snug. Slightly snug. Tighten. Tighten. Okay. There we go. Yep. All right. Now the neat thing about this about these master cylinder things, these levers, is they've got a little relay switch in here. So if you have a machine that you want to wire brake lights up to, you can wire that up to this switch. So when you pull the brake, it makes this connection and then turns on your brake lights. There's no left and right, but it just turns on your brake lights. That might be a possibility for something maybe in the future, but there's one thing I do wish. I wish these things would last a lot longer. I wish the seals would last longer, but yeah. Now it's locked. Okay, see how this pin goes down and it locks behind the lever? So I can squeeze back on the lever, pull this back, it pops up, and now I can use it. It's kind of like an emergency brake type of thing. You know, if you park it, you don't want somebody jumping on it, taking off, you can lock it. Squeeze this really tight, push that pin down. Now, I'm gonna have to, I wanna cover this up with some tape. This lens. Protect the lens a little bit better from UV. Well, you guys, I went and checked the other two belts that I have, and these belts are too small, and they won't work on this. I can't move my engine back any further than where I'm at. So I'm gonna have to keep using this belt. I'm gonna have to get a new seal for the engine. And I've swapped out the seal once before on one of my engines, so I have a pretty good idea on how to do that. Either that, or I can just go back to my old video where I did it, and then I can teach myself again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean this thing out too, but not right now because it looks like it's about to rain, and I don't want to leave this all exposed to the rain. Alright guys, so I think that's what all I'm going to do today. I am going to need to get a new belt, and I think maybe the next adventure will be to take the seat off and re-foam that thing. See what's happening here? It's cracking, and maybe I'll have to redo the seat. Maybe I'll do that in another video. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do next is that. But, yeah, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers and all my new viewers. Hello, guys. Maybe one of these days I'll take this whole thing apart and totally repaint it or something. But, alrighty. Don't forget to check out the links down in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye-bye.